Hello dear students, good morning. Welcome to the class of Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. And today, as you know, we are going to discuss a very important poem, The Thing of Feathers, right? So, welcome to this class. So, have a look at your poem. Hope is the thing with feathers, right? A very beautiful poem composed by Emily Dickinson, a versatile poetess of her time, right? So, hope, let's be clear about the title of this poem. Hope is the thing with feathers. Hope, I think it's a feeling, right? Expectation, hope, we are expecting something, right? And in other words, we can say this is the feeling of positivity. We are feeling something positive about an event or about someone, right? So, hope is a thing. How is it possible? We cannot see hope. We cannot touch hope. It means this is abstract, means this is a kind of feeling. But the poetess Emily Dickinson, in a very exquisite way, has personified this abstract noun, this abstract being, right? With feathers. Feathers means, who has feathers? Of course, birds. So, we can say the poetess Emily Dickinson has described the word, abstract word, hope in the form of a thing or creature having some feathers that can fly in the sky. Have you got it? So, we can say hope keeps on flying, means keeps on living somewhere. But where? We learn through the lines. So, have a look at the lines. Hope is the thing with feathers. Of course, one very prominent quality of Emily Dickinson's poetry, let me tell you. Actually, she didn't feel like giving titles to her poems. So, whatever the first line was there in almost all her poems, they used to play the role of titles, right? So, hope is the thing with feathers. This is the first line of the poem, and we have used this first line as the title of the poem. Have you got it? This is also one of the qualities. Everybody has different way of writing. So, it was the prominent quality of Emily Dickinson's poetry. Hope is the thing with feathers. Hope is like something, like a being, like something having feathers. So, we can say in this line, first poetic device we come across in this line, and what is this? Personification. Yes, personification. You know personification? Personification is a kind of literary treatment being given to something abstract, being given to something we cannot see, we cannot touch, but feel only, realize only. So, this word hope is being personified by Emily Dickinson in the first line, and it has been personified as being, as a creature having feathers, or we may say that it has been regarded, it has been treated as a bird. Got the first line? That perches means that bird, we are talking about hope as a bird that perches. Perches means sits. Whenever a bird sits somewhere, we use the word perch. The bird perches on the branch. Okay. So, hope is the thing with feathers. Hope is just like a bird. Don't you think? This is personification, or in other words, we can say metaphor has been used, right? Because we are saying indirectly we are comparing the word hope with something or some creature. So, directly as or like words are not being used. So, we cannot say this is simile. So, we can say this is a metaphor. Okay? So, hope has been compared with a creature with a bird having feathers, and that bird sits in the soul, in the spirit, inside us. So, we can say hope means positivity that remains inside every human being, inside every living being, right. So, we can say hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. This hope, this positivity remains in our soul. It keeps on boosting us up during all negativities, during all adverse moments, during all adversities. Yes, it gives us strength to face the adverse moments. So, what to say every time? We should say hope is the continual feast of mind, right. Hope is the continual feast of mind. You also might have been taught by your teachers, by your parents or some elderly people, beta, please be positive. Remain positive no matter where you are, no matter what you are facing, but be positive. Why? Because this so called positivity gives us strength to fight, to face with negative moments. Have you got? So, we can say this hope like creature remains inside us every time like soul. Soul remains inside us. Soul is there, we are alive. Soul is not there, we are dead. So, generally it is said the person who has no positivity, a negative person is just like a dead body without any soul. And what is that soul? Hope, right. And sings the tune without the words. And this bird, this hope like bird keeps on giving us strength, keeps on motivating us in the form of a strange song. So, it has been written here, and sings the tune without the words. Though there are no birds, no words are there, but still we can feel the presence, that something, an inspiration is there from inside, and that tells us be positive, keep facing the adverse moments, right, and never stops at all. Means this hope like bird always keeps remaining inside us, and that never comes to an end, right. Hope is an everlasting being. So, this is the first stanza. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Have a look at the rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme, you know, a kind of sound pattern at the end of every line, the last word of each line. Feathers, words, soul, all means A, B. So, we can say A, B. Have you got? Let us switch to next stanza. And sweetest in the gale is heard. Yes, generally we do not feel the presence of hope, means when everything is positive, means when normal days are there, when we are leading ordinary life, we do not feel the presence of this hope. But when or as and when we are surrounded by some adverse moments, negativity is there, we just start feeling the presence of hope. And at that time, during the negative moments, this hope looks like something sweet, something sweeter, something sweetest, means that remains giving us positive impact, that makes us positive. And sweetest in the gale, gale means storm, right? Purchase means sits, gale means storm is heard, and we hear the strange sound of hope when we are surrounded by gale. Gale actually doesn't mean a strong wind or storm. No, actually, literally that means, but in the poem it means adverse moments, negative moments. So, whenever we are surrounded by these negative moments, we hear the presence, sweet presence of hope. Okay? And sore must be the storm. Sore, very horrible, very terrible, the storm. No matter what kind of a storm is there, no matter how much negative is the moment, is the time we are undergoing, the phase of life, how much negative it is, no matter. But as long as we have got the company of hope, we can face, because it gives us strength. That could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. Yes, hope keeps us giving positivity, it keeps us warm, right? So, we can never forget the presence of it, means it keeps on rising, it keeps on giving us strength. But that could abash the little bird, means that can cut short, means we feel that hope is not there. Whenever direst moments are there, direst, very fearsome moments are there, then only we can say that there is little presence of hope, because at that time these direst, these horrible, these troublesome moments try to overcome the feeling of hope. But ultimately, mind it, ultimately hope is to win, because hope is invincible, no one can defeat hope. Means so long as you have got hope, you can never be beaten by anything, anybody, right? So, we say keep remaining hopeful. So, rhyme scheme, herd, bird, but different from these, right? So, what to say? C, storm, warm, D. So, overall we can say A, B, C, D. Got it? Now, next, I have heard it in the chillest land. Chillest land means very troublesome moments, the circumstances that go beyond, means they go beyond any kind of control. So, I have heard it in the chillest land. As we have already discussed, we feel the presence of, sweet presence of hope everywhere, right? Whatever the circumstance we are in, we feel its presence, and means we can sing the song of hope, because hope is just like a bird, because whenever we hear some song, we also start singing along with it, because we are happy when we are listening to that music or song. Exactly, we feel hopeful during negative circumstances, because it shows that we are positive. And on the strangers see, we do not know anything, we have no idea about negative moments, negative circumstances. Any moment can be there, we do not know anything about that. So, the poetess is saying, I have heard it in the chillest land, very strange circumstances we have faced. At that time also I have felt the presence of hope, and this hope gives me strength to face those negative circumstances. Okay? Yet, never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. And this is the gist of this poem, means we can say give and take. This is the common policy of modern people. Give and take. We feel like giving something to someone when we get something. But hope is expectation. Hope means positivity is the thing that never takes anything from us in return of its service What is service? Means it keeps on giving us strength. It keeps us boosting up. Yes, we feel encouraged to face the moments. So, it asked a crumb of me. Nothing. Crumb means piece, bits of something edible, bits of chapati, bits of bread like. Okay. So, hope being abstract, how it can expect anything edible? Because hope has been compared, hope has been personified in the form of a bird. And you know, birds like crumbs, birds, whenever we are offering something edible, something crumbs, some crumbs of bread to birds, they at once pick them. So, this is that kind of bird that gives us, it does not take anything from us. So, this is the poem and I hope you all have got it. Have you got it?